Hey, yo, welcome back to another Real Talk reaction. This one is for Better Call Saul, Season 4. Episode number 4, you already know.
Fofo.
Get your friends over here, man. Let them know what it is. We do this every day. Tell them to come join us. Thank you.
Alright, just one comment from Brandon who says, "This is a deep cut that I in no way expect you to have noticed, but the guy that Jimmy gets to steal the figurine is named Ira. He was in Breaking Bad as the owner of Vabmon's Pest, the bug bomb company Walt uses as a front to cook meth." Oh, the one in the houses.
Yeah, when they
The
come
one in the
whole
houses.
House. Yeah.
Small detail, but it's cool to see Sal make connections he uses years and years later. It is. I just have to say, with the references back to Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad. I literally just rewatched the entire season, and I still miss the connections. I feel like you'd have to watch the show so many more times.
Yeah, you gotta take notes.
Yeah, to be able to see those connections. You guys are incredible to be able to point all those out. Because legitimately, I just rewatched the entire series and I still miss it. I'm no good at this. Alright, let's jump to the next episode right now.
Shifts.
I'm sorry. My plans have changed. I'm not going to be able to take that job.
Yeah, sorry to hear that.
Me too. It's a real shame.
All right, well, have yourself a good day, James.
You too.
What the fuck did you apply for?
Is it a cell phone place?
It's gonna be a shift manager. Manager of shifts.
I'm with one of his associates just sitting around my court all day, whiling away the billable hours.
Actually, I left HHM. I'm a solo practitioner now.
Okay.
What?
Field?
Mainly banking.
How's business?
Pretty good. I'm outside counsel for Mesa Verde.
Mesa Verde for serious brain damage. She's left comatose on a respirator. The family is naturally devastated. And they're broke, so they have no way to pay for the young lady's care. And to make matters worse, the hospital refuses to take responsibility. And they've hired one of the most expensive firms in the state.
This is the plot of the verdict.
Yes, of course it is. Because movies are the only place where those once-in-a-lifetime cases exist. You know what I got coming up next? I got a janitor who threw his pee on his boss. The one after that, she stabbed her boyfriend over a grilled cheese sandwich. This is the real world, Miss Wexler, and you won't find any save the broken lawyer cases in it. Don't think that you are the first to try to rediscover their love of the law by trolling my court.
Wow, he saw right through her.
Best thing you can do is stick to Mesa Verde. Make lots of money. Give some to charity. And having said that, we've got perpetual PD overload. So beware. Next time I see you lurking in...
It's like, hey,
You want to go?
usual.
It's a nice group.
We could do.
I'd better go. I told Stacy I'd be there.
Sure.
Maybe I could stop by after.
That'd be great.
All right, Mike, go and get some of that brown sugar.
Speaking of groups,
Yeah, you deserve it, bro. You
I'm
ain't
thinking about reaching out to him.
had a little interest in a while.
I think he needs a friend. Every time I see him, he seems worse.
Henry's fine.
You talk to him?
Don't need to.
Then how do you know?
Because that dead wife he's always talking about never existed.
What are you talking about?
It's an act.
Why would you even say that?
The guy's story changes every time he tells it.
Really? No, I don't think so.
The romantic night at the Cubs game, their first kiss,
Yeah?
never happened.
You can't know that.
Wrigley Field didn't get lights until '88. There were no night games before then. None of his details add up.
Well, maybe he just got the year wrong. Why would anyone make up a story like that?
Okay.
It's like
There you go.
well, you know the Apple stores be getting consistent. people
Yeah,
on it.
yeah. Well, they be having other products too that they need help with. You know, the tablet, the computer.
CC Mobile, this is Jimmy.
Heyo, how's the first morning?
Good.
Quiet.
Robbie. Well, yeah, actually, it's a little slow.
Yeah, that store's always been a bit calmer. Just bring a book.
So this is a normal weekday?
Mostly, but wait till inventory week. There's a line out the door.
When's inventory week?
You just missed it.
Is there, any chance that you could move me to a store with a little more traffic?
Let's see. The Gold Street store is always hopping. But it looks like the schedule's all full right now. Let's give it a couple weeks, then we'll see.
No problem.
If I can, I'll swing by later. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, see you then.
So literally, I mean, that's kind of a dream situation though. Like just chill and
Yeah, if you're
earn
gonna
your
pay
checks.
me, he even said bring a book.
You just need to chill here for 10 months until you get your.
I mean, that really is an ideal place. But you
Like
know,
you could do extra work. You could,
can fuck off.
and it sounds like they totally approve it as long as you're like watching everything.
He's just one of those people that, you know, they can't sit still. Well, if they couldn't, but
We know they don't die though.
hey, you even ready to fight, right?
You are not ready to do anything. You can't even use your arm.
Motherfucker go pass out. Yeah, you gotta at least take him out. I'm gonna take him out and get back in my car. Yeah, that's about all I can do. Hey, I'm not going in there.
Like seriously.
I'm like 37%.
No, I'm like 12%.
He had over there last night, knowing that they was gonna come shoot this bitch up tomorrow. Now they got the proof that they need that this was people that attacked them on the road down there. All set up by your boy GUS.
Tienes que irte. Ahorita mismo. Dios mío. Mi hijo. ¿Qué han hecho? Papá, no.
No,
Necesito
Papa,
ir al
no.
hospital.
Papa, no.
Por favor.
No police.
What's that say? It's not a guessing game.
38 degrees. Should be 35. Must have come in set wrong.
Goes out set right.
Goes out, set right. It's 3 degrees warmer. Why? You got people in there?
Manifest doesn't say anything about.
Exactly.
Yeah. We'll fix that.
Exactly.
Because you were literally double stacking.
Probably some fucking people in there.
This okay with you?
You talking about the strap?
I am.
Might be a little frayed, but the rest of them are fine.
And you know this how?
So we're pulling all the E-track straps.
Is that a question?
We'll pull them.
You being a hard ass, man. Shit been just fine
Hermit's route.
before you came.
He wants to see you
Yeah?
tonight.
Well, got any more where that came from? No, not really. Bummer.
Cash came fast and clean. I like
We're
it.
gonna do this again. I'll find something. Sounds good.
Sound good. Let me know.
When you do, call the vet. Yeah? Yeah. New job, new phone. You never know who's listening.
New job, new phone. Our cell phones. Yeah, this might be a match made in heaven.
You got to turn off the fear when you come down into here. While you're down here alone, the coal for the man. No, now you can't be worried about things that can go wrong. You gotta keep loading coal and plodding along.
What's he writing?
Free phones.
You gotta pray that your dear Lord is holding you near. And just turn off the fear
The
when
man
you
listening.
come into here. Yeah, turn off the fear
That's what
when
he
you
was
come
saying.
in.
You looked me in the eye. You shook my hand. And all the while, you knew Varga was moving against my interests.
I said I wouldn't kill Salamanca. I never promised to be his bodyguard.
Oh, that's true.
So,
That's fair.
what now? You gonna make a move, you better make it. But they're not gonna, are they? You brought me here because you haven't asked. So why don't you stop running a game on me and just tell me about the job?
Mike's like, I see through all the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn. And see, and then it just goes off. No music, nothing. It just goes off.
Alright, that was episode 4 of Better Call Saul, and you know, this was all set up right here. This is just like things coming together, things starting to percolate, as they say, in the world of Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. I like the setup though, and the takedown of the other cartel group over there. It was perfectly done, right? Take the bag and the coke that we took from the Salamancas over to this rando group right here. Frame them for the ones who damn did all this. So
With
it
Nacho,
can,
yeah.
it was beautifully done, right? Take the heat off Gus, all that. Then Gus get a win-win, right? Because he ended up getting the territory. I mean, it's all working in his favor.
And he still stays under the radar as far as not being.
Ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah,
yeah.
ain't got nothing to do with it. That's just beautiful. But you're fucking with Mike too, right? And Mike is just 100% on his detective shit all day. And it don't matter where it's at. They showed it even in here at the rehab place, right? People coming in there talking. I mean, you got some scabs out here in the world that I can't believe that show up to these places and just like need that pity,
attention,
that pity power, just to absorb and just like give it all to me. And that's just some low down scandalous shit right there. Just I don't like it at all. And so I'm glad Mike called him out on that point for sure. He might have a little love interest too, which is cool, so he can get
or
a
he
little
might have
something.
turned her off after that.
He could, because he was being a bully. And then, you know, you got Jimmy over there just being Jimmy, super creative, always down one step ahead, trying to do what he got to do to make a little buck. And turning his little store that he got into maybe a little hub for, you know, the little people on the street that up to no good, that need to have a little bit of privacy. And that's probably what they're going to turn into, maybe start selling too many phones and whatever. But he doesn't end up staying there.
Burners. He'll be like, burners.
Or maybe he do end up staying there for the 10 months, and then, you know, he out. He go back to being a lawyer here. He got a little bit of money. He go do what he got to do. But that's what this all look like. It's shaping up to be like, what's it going to be? And then Wexler just showing up at the courtroom. Like, I don't know. Maybe the judge did call her out, and she's just looking for that next big case that she can try to win and give her some more energy to come back in this game. I don't know. But she is definitely desperate for something. And so, all in all, I'm looking forward to the next couple of episodes, and just like I just enjoy it every time we're watching it, and I just can't wait to find out something else that happened to one of the characters that we know move on or don't move on. So can't wait to see another episode.
Yeah, as always, they got me because I thought the episode was going to end earlier than it did, and then I was fully invested into the rest of the episode, and then it ended before I thought it was going to end, which it does every single time, because the writing's so good and the pacing's so good, you're just fully invested into the entirety of the episode. Excuse me. I feel like the theme of this episode was like motivation to a certain extent, like being motivated by what you're currently doing, right? So I feel like we see that even, I'll start with Kim. So we see that with Kim as far as like, it seems based on how the judge called her out, that she's going to the court to figure out again why she fell in love with the law. It does feel like he called her out, and it feels like, I thought that aligned very well, because it feels like she's lost her motivation. The fact that she was delegating stuff off to her paralegal that she never would have done before. The fact that she's not obsessed with getting the work done, which she's always been super diligent and like task oriented and like focused on the projects. Like the fact that she's spending full days at the courthouse does lend itself to that perspective. But she did do a fuck you to the judge and was like essentially like, I'm still gonna hang out in this court. And so I'm curious how that plays out, but it does feel like she's seeking motivation, seeking something to inspire her again. And the same thing ultimately happened with Jim this episode, right? He ultimately has been struggling with motivation, turning down every opportunity, or personally making sure they don't hire him in what we saw in the last episode or the episode before, where he literally like called him out, like, you're just going to give me the position after I just bullshitted you? And then got called out by Kim as far as being like, obviously you're not very motivated, so let's go and get you therapy. And he was like, shit. So then he took the job, right? And then meeting up with the guy and got the money and saw that guy did a good job as far as even being honest and paying him what he actually broke even with, because it did better than it was. And now he's motivated to sell, right? That he found his motivation. Who's inspired by like the burner sell situation, which I think could lend itself, because I keep wonder. Anyways, I think it can lend itself not only to him potentially staying there, but building relationships with the type of clientele he's going to see when he becomes a lawyer again. We only saw a little taste of that under the bridge where he gave some good lawyer advice to a criminal, but now he's potentially going to be selling a device that criminals could definitely utilize to stay under the radar, and that's a burner phone. So I feel like that's a great setup for him to build the clientele that he ultimately, again, is going to service when he becomes a lawyer again. So I think it's very like organic and fluid as far as where they're setting his character up. So I'm very interested to see if I'm right in that, if that's the direction that they're going. And then with Mike, as far as like, or excuse me, Nacho, as far as his motivations, like he's definitely not motivated to do this shit anymore. For one, he's like on the precipice of death, it feels like he's right there. I think he might be septic. I mean, he's sweating a lot. He's white. He still hasn't gotten his lips are still super dry and cracked. He doesn't look like he's healing. He looks like he's just dying more slowly than he would have if he bled out. Like, I don't think it's looking very good for Nacho. I'm worried about him going back to his dad's house too. So I don't think he's gonna make it. I feel like I don't feel like he's gonna be here very long. And then with Mike, I think, you know, Mike doing the classes, group therapy, and I love the fact that like they consistently, regardless of what the situation is, showcase that he is brilliant and can see things that not everybody can see. Like, he is a detective through and through. That's where he started. That's what makes him as good as with any of his jobs that he has. I mean, even seeing him go through and like basically break down how this room was improperly stocked, and then again breaking it down as far as seeing through the guy's poker face, so to speak, and him lying, all that, which again just he sees the world differently than we all do, and I think that's fantastic. So excuse me, and last point with Gus, seeing all the links that he went, I mean, we see a lot of links in Breaking Bad, but like this shows the links that built to Breaking Bad, and he's just a fucking strategist on another level. Like, it's insane. Every measure he's taken in order to get his revenge is freaking crazy. So it's really cool to get to see that in a much more expansive way that Better Call Saul opens up and allows us to see. So just another great episode, and I can't wait to see where it goes from here.
All right, well, look, thank you guys again for watching another Real Talk Reaction for Better Call Saul, Season 4, Episode number 4. And until next time, peace.